What's going on, folks? Welcome back to the channel. So today I want to answer a question left by a subscriber. I'll put that question up here. Todd B. Thanks for the question, by the way, Todd. He asked if I would do, as you can see, a video on EDC, compact, subcompact, and I'm going to do a different video on this, but I just wanted to briefly touch on this, what my recommendations are, what I'm currently carrying, stuff like this. So at the time of filming this, it is the end of August 2024. The Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0 had just been released. I did a video on that. It's a fantastic gun. I think it's been 3 weeks now, 2-3 weeks. I've been carrying that one ever since. Now it is summer. Summer's winding down. It's the end of summer. We're going into fall. And I have been wearing, the summer's been beautiful. So I've been wearing mostly cargo shorts the whole summer. And since I purchased that pistol, which I did with my money, since I purchased that pistol, did a review on it, I've been carrying that thing. It's freaking great. With an extra mag, I get, 23 rounds of 380. So, I mean, I feel comfortable. Personally, I feel comfortable carrying that. Before that, I was carrying, and I'm probably going to go back to carrying this Shield EZ in 30 Super Carry. That's fantastic. Now, in this gun right now, it is loaded, but in this gun, 17 rounds. 17 rounds in this gun with this mag. And you carry an extra round, you get 13, you get 30 rounds of 100 grain. I think these are HSTs, 100 grain HSTs, 30 rounds. Okay, and I know everybody's going to shit on 30 Super Carry and it's not 9mm and all that, whatever. That's fine. But that kind of speaks to a point of mine that I want to address before I show you exactly what all the stuff I'm carrying, all that other kind of stuff. So, I think you should carry what is comfortable for you to carry for a long period of time. Because I think you should carry all the time. When you wake up in the morning and you get dressed, if employment allows and all that other kind of stuff, you should, as part of your routine, you should have a knife, you should have a flashlight, you should have, and we're going to go through all that kind of stuff. But you should put your gun on. So it's got to be comfortable. It's got to be comfortable. It's got to be moderately accurate. It's got to be, and I say that because, in my opinion, reliability is more important than accuracy, because if you're not putting metal down range, accuracy is not going to make a hill of shit. If you can get, it's the most accurate handgun in the world, but you only get one shot off, you better hope it counts. But it's got to be reliable, accurate, comfortable to wear. You got to be able to shoot it well, and it's got to carry enough ammo to get the job done. And in my opinion, revolvers meet that criteria. But I also think it depends on environmental factors also, like the weather outside. Is it summer? Is it winter? Is it fall? Are you wearing shorts most of the time? Are you wearing jeans? Because I typically will carry a bigger gun during the winter. Winter is bigger gun time. You know, that's your chance to carry the Glock 19s, which is funny to say because Glock 19's a compact, but it's kind of a big gun nowadays compared to what some of these guns that they shrank down, and they could carry as many or more rounds than like a Glock 19. But that used to be the standard. That was the standard for a lot of years. So I'll show you a couple of guns I have here in my personal collection that are compact or subcompact or micro compact, which I want to address another funny thing real quick before I forget. Somebody left a comment on my video recently about the Smith & Wesson CSX. And they're like, it's not subcompact, it's a micro compact. It is? Okay, I'm not going to argue with you. People could call them different things, but if it's a micro compact, then what the fuck is this? Huh? What is this? What is this? If this is the micro compact, what is this? Because these little 380s, this is a Taurus TCP in 380, and it's freaking tiny. Let me give you an example of how small this little sucker is. And it holds, I don't know, 7 rounds, the same capacity, okay? Yeah, they're empty. Same capacity as this Glock 42. But look at the size. look at the size of this Taurus TCP. So if this is a micro compact, what the hell is this then? I'm just saying, subcompact, micro, I don't care. It's a compact carry handgun. This is fantastic too, and I think it got a bad rap. But if this is micro compact, what the hell is this little bastard? Anyway, that was a side note. We'll go through some of these guns that I have here that I like to carry on a regular basis. Now, sometimes I'll sit there and I'll just go, hey, what am I feeling today? What do we got to do? What's on the docket? If I got a long trip somewhere, I'll probably carry a gun that carries more ammo because I'm away from home. I know that, I don't know, that makes a whole lot of sense, but it's like the longer I go, the more ammo I want on me. If it's a short trip into town, you know, it depends on what I'm wearing. Sometimes I like to match them with watches, not necessarily the color, but if there's a theme going on, you got to coordinate, man. You got to coordinate. You got to coordinate your watch, your gun, your shirt. You got to coordinate all that. But so sometimes I'll just mix it up. Sometimes, you know, and we're talking about compact and compact carry. This is a Taurus 327 Federal Magnum, which is what that's chambered in 327 Federal Magnum. And sometimes I will carry this. This is a fantastic little compact revolver. It's just, it's awesome. So sometimes I feel like carrying a revolver, and I'll just throw this, you know, not in my pocket. I used to carry these in my pocket a lot of times, but I'll just throw this on sometimes. And revolvers are really comfortable to carry. So sometimes I throw that on. It just depends, like I said, just depends on how I feel. Lately, I've been carrying the Bodyguard 2.0. I think this thing is freaking fantastic. You are looking at this gun. Now, I did the review on it. It looks kind of small. It's essentially, again, I'll show it to you. I did it in the full review. I'll put a link to that below. It's smaller. It's a little bit longer in the grip to accommodate for the extra ammo there. But with the flush mag, it's the same height, and it carries 4 extra rounds. And the grip is much more comfortable. This is a fantastic gun. And with 13 rounds, now in my opinion, now, you know, I carry 380 ball. I just do. It's more reliable. You get a higher level of reliability, and in 380, they really, really struggle to expand with hollow points. So why spend the extra money if you're just going to get a ball round anyway? Now, I know people are going to say the Underwood, and I got some of that stuff, and I have not tested it in this gun, although this gun has been totally reliable, and I probably got 200 plus rounds to it now. I shoot it a lot. It's a fun gun to shoot too, because it's so comfortable. But I'm old school. I just say get the 380 ball, and enough of them will do the job, hopefully. But you know, like I said, I got some 65 grain Underwood Extreme Defenders, I think, and that's what you want with these little guns. You want the biggest thing I think you want with the smaller caliber ammunition out of these guns is penetration. Holy moly, hold on now. There we go. Let me just set that right there till I get the magnet part out. But you really want excuse me. Oh, let me put this back on. If you haven't seen these, this is kind of cool. This mic. I was trying to figure out why. You can give me a chance to talk about this. Why it had these little magnets on here. I was like, what the heck? Why are these magnets? Because it's got a clip to go on your shirt, right? But sometimes they don't. You just put the magnet in here and boop, right there. So they're kind of cool. I think they're like 50 bucks from Amazon. I think they're okay. I upgraded my phone, so I had to go with the new mic. Anyway, you want deep penetration with these little calibers. So you're reaching in there and hopefully hitting vitals. Yeah, you might only leave a pinhole, but if you're putting holes in vitals as opposed to them expanding and stopping way short, that's just me, old school. But what I've been carrying lately is the 380 Bodyguard. I have a OTF automatic knife from Tack Knives that I've been carrying. I always carry a spare mag. I don't care if it's a spare speed loader for the revolver. I carry a spare mag. So just in case, it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about that. So you, with the 10 round mag, start off with the bigger boy, you get 23 rounds of 380 potentially, and hopefully, you know, if you have to get into a gunfight, you've already moved to cover, so you have room to reload if you need to. Again, if you need to. Because I think the scariest thing in the world would be for you to have this, run out of ammo, and you're click, and you're like, oh, I'm fucked, you know. So, I got my wallet, of course. Empty my pockets, got my wallet. What do I got over here? I got some money and some keys. You gotta have some cash on you, man. But I also carry, I got my truck keys, but I also carry a little flashlight. This is a, let's see, what is this darn thing? A Bronto, I think. Oh, it's been wore out. I've had this thing for years. I think I saw that on this channel, The Last Boy Scout, years ago, and I bought one. What else do I have? I normally carry, yep, a lighter. I don't smoke, but I have needed this before. And it rarely gets used, but when you need it, you need it. And I got this little tiny, the heck is this thing? Leatherman squirt or whatever, little multi-tool. You need that kind of stuff. So I carry the multi-tool, the flashlight, the lighter, the knife, all that kind of stuff every day. You're gonna need that stuff, right? But the guns, I will switch it up depending on how, you know, if I'm impressed with it, if I like to shoot it, if just sometimes I'm feeling froggy. I've carried my Delta Elite Hammer of Thor before, and that's a finely engraved, you know, beautifully engraved 1911 and 10 millimeter full size GI. I've carried that before, just, you know, just because. But normally what I rotate through, I'll show you, like I said, I've been carrying the Bodyguard. I have carried this around, thrown it in a pocket. I carry this sometimes. I switch around to the Smith & Wesson CSX, Glock 42 in 380, Glock 43 in 9. This is the old 43. When it first came out, I bought it and people were struggling to get them. I managed to get one. Like I said, I think I'm going to go back to the Shield EZ in 30 Super Carry because it shoots great. It's, in my opinion, I've probably got maybe 500 rounds to that thing, and never, ever had a problem with that thing. I've just shot the hell out of it. It gets dirty. I shoot it. It shoots great. It's super accurate. You know, sometimes I'll carry the P230 that my father gave me. They stopped making these. It's a great gun. It's fantastic. It's in 380 though. I personally believe 380 is on the lower end of sufficient. Like, I think there's this range of sufficient carry calibers for carry, and I think it's on the lower range, but it's in there. Like I said, the Taurus revolver in 327 Federal Magnum. I got a couple of these. I got the 3-inch one, 856 and 38 Special. I got a couple of Smiths in 357 Magnum that I'll carry sometimes, but a revolver. I will carry a revolver sometimes if I'm feeling froggy. The Colt Defender in 45. I like this little gun, man. This thing is cool. This is one of my really good Colts. And I will carry this bad boy. It's light because it's aluminum frame. It's thin. It's accurate. I dig it, man. I dig this sucker. So I will carry this from time to time. Like I said, I just like to mix it up sometimes. Usually, when you get busy with life, you just kind of carry the same old. And again, that's been this for like 3 weeks. I think this is really fantastic. I said in the title of the video, is it a game changer? I said maybe not. But now I think it is, especially for summer carry and how comfortable it is to shoot, how accurate it is, how reliable it is. I think it is a game changer in the 380 concealed carry market. It is. I gotta be honest. It's freaking fantastic. And people have seen this before. If I'm walking around the house, basketball shorts, doing all the kind of stuff, I will carry this little bad boy because at least I have 5 rounds of 22 short to fight my way, hopefully, to a bigger gun. Because if you're getting shot at with something like this, you don't got time to figure out what caliber they're shooting at you with and all this other kind of stuff. You shoot somebody with this, it'll get their attention, and maybe you'll be able to fight your way to, if you're in your house, to a shotgun or something like that. I don't carry this out in town as my only gun. If I had to, I would, if this is all I had. But this, around the house, in basketball shorts or something like that, this is fantastic. This is definitely enough, you know, to dispatch varmints or stuff like that if you have to. Be pretty hard because it's really hard to shoot. But yeah, so there it is. That's my current EDC, is the Smith Bodyguard 2.0. Will it switch up? It'll probably go back to the Smith 30 Super Carry here soon, especially when we get back into winter. I'll probably go back to, which is still a small gun, but it's really comfortable to wear too. And let me mention that I think most people will err on the side of comfort. They're more worried about how comfortable is the gun to carry than if they'd actually have to use it. And I think you need a balance of both. This Taurus 380, never mind the fact that it's, you know, it's not the most reliable gun in the world, but with factory ball, it's been pretty darn good. But it's really difficult to shoot. The trigger kind of sucks. There's a lot of recoil in this little bad boy, and it only carries 6 or 7 rounds. Where's the mag? 6 plus 1. So it carries 6 plus 1 of 380. I don't have a spare mag for this. I never really had. I don't know that that's enough 380, maybe. But so for a gun like this in 380, I would not carry this as my main. You know, I would, if I had to go with a single stack, I'd carry the Glock just because it's a little bit bigger, Glock 42, a little bit bigger, a little bit easier to shoot. But now we don't have to because we've got the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard, which a 13-shot magazine right off the rip if you put the big one in. So there it is. I'm going to do probably a compact, subcompact, micro compact shootout with a lot of these guns. And these aren't all of them. This is just what I was able to pull out of the safe to make the video. I was like, man, I don't really want to dig in there for every tiny compact gun I have, or subcompact or micro compact. But that's normally my general rule, is you dress for the weather. So for comfort, depending on what you're wearing, where you're going. And again, I like that to be a balance of comfort and firepower, to kind of, and how well you shoot the gun in case you need it. But yeah, there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. We will see you next time.